This is Remix Report with your hosts, DJ JD and DJ J Spring. For the date of
May 19th, 2010.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 53 of Remix Report. I'm DJ JD.
And I'm DJ J Spring, and today we're going to discuss our current playlist of stuff pretty much between 120 and 130. Usually we've done two things kind of in the past. We've either highlighted a specific genre and we've taken like a small BPM range and talked about that set. And lately we've been discussing a particular song and how we mix in and out of it. Today we're actually going to talk about just what we're really playing currently, the hot stuff between 120 and 130.
Yeah, this is mostly mainstream stuff you're going to find on the Billboard charts, not really obscure filler tracks that we're playing or really crazy hard-hitting house stuff. It's pretty much the mainstream stuff that the girls are liking.
Yes, and as we were making this list, JD mentioned to me, he's like, dude, he goes, this is all Kesha, Gaga, and Jason Derulo, and apparently that's just what's hot right now.
Part of me doesn't feel right about making this list, but it is what we're playing.
It is.
It's the truth, unfortunately.
This is what people want to hear. I remember the days when it was, the hot stuff was Uchi Wally, Jay-Z, I Wanna Love You, I Just Wanna Love You,
Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin'. That's not what it is anymore. Now we're up to 120 to 130, and many of these songs that we're going to mention are actually originally 120, and they've been bumped up a little closer to 130. That's what sounds good nowadays.
Yeah, it's the climate we're in.
Yes. So let's start out with probably the hottest song right now is OMG by Usher.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll play the original of this song still, because it's still relatively new to some people. And I feel like when a song is newer and it's about to hit its prime, some people still want the original. I like to use remixes sometimes to change it up after people are tired of the original.
It's very good. Yeah, the remixes I've been playing have been Deville, his peak hour overhaul mix, really dope, just kind of beefs it up. And also the Disco Fries did a really dope remix that has a dubstep feel in part of it too.
You'll notice we're going to mention Deville a lot. His peak hour overhaul mixes, I think people must be looking for those on Clan because he's done a lot of them.
Yeah, he's been killing it. I mean, the next one is Your Love Is My Drug by Kesha, and Deville did an overhaul mix of that too, which is just banging.
And it has real beefy drums, and it's 128. He took it from 120 and bumped it up 8 BPM. He also did one for the next song, Break Your Heart by Taio Cruz. He did the same thing. He bumped it up to 128, and he has a hype version and a non-hype version of that.
And I've been playing the Benny Black version of that. Just has some clap your hands, old school clap your hands hype at the beginning, and hits pretty hard. Not too much different from the original, but I like it.
Then there's also Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyonce, and the Crookers remix of that is pretty dope. I play that a lot, or the original.
Yeah, I play the Crookers a lot too. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't have enough energy for me, but I do play it a lot. I've also been playing Deville's transition that goes from 85 to I think it's 125, and that works pretty well if you need to transition.
Another track that's dope right now is DJ Exchange's remix of Jason Derulo's In My Head. He bumped it up to 125 and pretty much just kept the track intact. Just bumped it up about 15 BPM. And here it is. Now you can play it in your 120 to 130 set.
Yep, I've been playing the same thing. Next is still Kesha's TikTok is still in the playlist. Still hot.
Yep.
And I've been playing Skeet's version of that. Still works really well.
Actually, I love what Skeet and Peace Treaty did to Blah Blah Blah. But with TikTok, I prefer the Fred Falke remix that I got from DJ City. I've been playing that a lot. I like how it actually comes in almost a cappella. So if you can pick the right spot to mix out of the previous song with. It actually sounds epic when you bring it in.
Epic.
Yeah.
That's good.
The next one is actually, it's kind of been my secret weapon for the last, I want to say 3 or 4 months maybe.
Why are you going to tell him?
We have to. I told JD when we started the site, if we're going to do it, we have to let our secrets out.
Here we go.
And this next track
is
something that's been, at times for me, the hottest song I'd play.
Wait for it.
Of the night.
Wait for it.
Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus, the Wideboys remix, which is 125 BPM. And there's some good build-ups in it. And by the time the chorus hits, the whole crowd, even the dudes will have their hands in the air when the chorus comes in.
Even the regular version of that song never ceases to amaze me. How many guys get into it. And I can't lie, I've gotten into it once or twice.
And maybe I'm being a little naive here. There's some DJs, this is almost like a little bit of a PSA right here, is if you take a song that's really, really hot, and any DJ, if you remix that song and then you play it at the club, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a huge reaction. And some DJs have trouble differentiating whether it's from their remix or it's just the song is so hot it would have gotten a good reaction no matter what. So that's something to think about sometimes. I know I always hear a lot of DJs say, yo, my mix of this, I played this song and everyone went crazy. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure the mix could have been good, but a lot of times when people are going crazy, it's just because the song is so hot. And maybe that's part of this Party in the USA remix too. I mean, it was a huge song, but I've never had this Wideboys mix let me down. People just go crazy when it hits. And I think in the chorus of this, it just hits extra hard. And that's why I like this remix.
Alright. You said you've also been playing Jay-Z's Forever Young.
It's a good track. I usually play this in my final 125 to 130 set of the night. There's 2 dope remixes of this actually. Serafin did one. He used the Boom Boom Pow beat underneath it and added some Lil' Kim Get Your Lighters Up hype that sounds real good at the end of the night. This actually sounds very good after the original version of OMG by Usher, if you're saving that till the end, because Boom Boom Pow beat's pretty much the same thing as the OMG beat, if you guys haven't noticed that yet. Also, the Miami Ski Team, Supersede, Nick Morrison did a real dope kind of dubstep kind of remix of Young Forever as well. That's a little higher in BPM, it's 134, and it's a good way to end the night with too if you're up in that range. The next remix we're going to talk about is a song that is nowhere near its prime yet. We think this is going to be a huge song. We've already been getting requests for it. It's the Seventh Heaven remix of Ridin Solo by Jason Derulo. And this is a song that definitely could use a remix. It's originally 90 BPM. This bumps it up to 126 and sounds really good and has some dope build-ups in it too. It makes it extra special when that chorus comes in.
Extra special. Just what we want for the club.
Yes.
And of course, another song that hasn't come close to hitting its peak yet either is Alejandro by Lady Gaga. And of course, there's a Skillz remix that we've talked about already, but Afrojack also just came out with a remix of it, and it's pretty banging. Definitely good to get into your house set or get out of your house set. Really sick.
And finally, there's also a couple remixes that I've had success with that hit real hard. Hyper Crush has done a couple dope remixes. Bulletproof, their remix of that hits real hard, and the girls love that song. And they also did a remix of I Made It by Kevin Rudolph, which is another dope remix. So Hyper Crush has a couple dope new ones that you guys should check out for.
Definitely.
That's pretty much it. Those are the hottest songs at the moment right now. If you guys have any songs that you'd like to add to this list, as usual, please leave a comment, register, and leave a comment, or email us at remixreport@gmail.com.
remixreport.com